Waiting around on the bomb site is probably not a winnable strategy, so yes, I mean, it's not bad. You get a bomb plant. Would have been fun with another kill or two on the, you know, in favor of Mouz there. Didn't work out. Well, we want a 9C to bounce back, and they're doing it.
Absolutely, yeah. This is gonna 4-0. There's been some tight and intense rounds. They've managed to come out on top each and every time. In-game lead desertion. Giving out the orders now. Speculating as to how they can win the round. We've got the AWP with Torji. AK's otherwise, so the money in a promising spot now for Mouz. This is much more like it. Looking to take us to dust to R9Z, making a compelling case so far.
We haven't really had a third map yet, you and I.
We have not.
We've been all 2-0s. Ooh, well, that is a nice kill. Man, quick on the trigger, but Spinks just as fast to react and bring it back to a man advantage. DDT dying early as well. Put a little bit of pressure on Ramp. I like it. Even if he doesn't commit to actually taking that ramp control, it's forcing the CTs to worry about it. Luchov in a very forward position, and I guess in a weird kind of roundabout way, he's controlling like half the map from just this one box. I don't know if anyone's going to be checking this, especially not with an AWP. You can see the gun barrel is going to be showing. Dead giveaway. Luchov thinking it could be someone else. It is unlikely that the AWP is going to be pushing this much alone, but he finds it, and it's right back into a 3v3. Advantage for Mouz has disappeared. And now they're starting to get towards that ramp position. They're going to hear it, but there's nobody there to stop them. So it should be a fairly clean bomb plant. I don't know if Mayan's going to be able to do anything. He's actually holding for a potential drop.
Good point. Astralis smoke. Get that plant down. Is this where Mouz post their first? Retake going to be attempted here by 9Z. Coming in from the ramp, 2 players. Nice shot from PR. Doesn't detect. Spinks behind the silo. That should be it. Mayan better off saving his AWP here. Very unlikely they give him an opportunity to even fire off a bullet. Zertian will find him, and they're on the board. Nice round. They recover the AWP as well. But as you might imagine, money is fine for 9Z.
Big words. I actually thought Wasopik saw both the players playing that dark position, but I guess he didn't, because clearly Mayan wasn't aware that there was a second player in there, so a little bit unfortunate perhaps on the communication, but important stuff for Mouz. Yeah, maybe he didn't see it at all, and it was PR that got killed. Yeah, so they just didn't know. Fair enough. Round number 6. And 9C are pretty quickly out of money. They're going to buy in this round, obviously, but the next one, they're not going to have anything to work with here, so there's a huge opportunity for Mouz to put the pressure on right away. So it's Spinks lurking lobby while the rest are outside. Like I said, in a past version of this team, it would have been Jimfat playing that Spinks position. Can't do that anymore because he's not on the team.
Wise words. 4 smokes committed towards outside. Important frag here. Lukov will come out on top. He'll find Zelex. 2 and 6 for him right now. See some frustration setting in. Nice move from Spinks.
This is fantastic. And they push in there with no Molotov on the hut. Like, it's normally you're expecting more grenades for that A push to come through. I could see why they might be surprised. Bomb is weirdly lost in mini, so suddenly it's a 3v3 and they kind of have to go back and pick it up.
It's looking a bit clumsy from Mouz, not gonna lie.
What are they doing?
Giving away a couple of freebies, and this kill could decide the round. Zertian will maintain the advantage, but does he suspect the second player? Better believe he does, and they know exactly where Mayan is, so it's 2 in a row. Money should be busted now for the CTs, averaging $2,000 per player. 3 survive for Mouz, so yeah, they're officially online here on the T-side campaign. It's their pick. After all, slow starts, but a lot of close rounds.
Henry, you said 4 smokes outside for Mouz. Why are they throwing that many smokes? What's going on there?
Because we know the mentality of popping those smokes open with the HE grenades. If you have 4 smokes, if they pop one of the walls open, you've got another wall behind them.
Ah.
So I would assume that's the reason why.
I love it. That's brilliant.
Because that's the meta right now. You give your AWPer like 2 or 3 grenades, sometimes to that AC unit, and then he's keep popping them open. But if you have 2 walls there, he's got to blow it open twice.
Yeah, you look through the first wall, straight into the second one.
Yeah,
oh,
exactly.
Cool. More smokes. It's just if you think about like the normal kind of Counter-Strike meta, how valuable smokes are. Like think of any other map, like you could commit 4 smokes to, it's not even a bomb site. You're not even like, you're far away from a bomb site at that point in time. I guess it does say something about the value of kind of getting those players across, or even selling the idea.
Technical pause. If you are just joining us, where have you been? It's been a great day of Counter-Strike. The Vitality Inner Circle game, Anders. Good God. That was one of the best games of the tournament. I guess
Wild.
Mainly because of the storylines and the context of Vitality. Obviously coming with JL as a stand-in. JL is a crowd pleaser, one of the players you want to see on the server. It's been a while. And yeah, Inner Circle playing like absolute demons, recovering cash, 12-7 down. Go check that game out tonight. Really worth watching. And now the second game of the day here, 9Z and Mouz.
I'm such a sucker for underdog stories. I'm always on board with like the underdog teams kind of making their way through, and Inner Circle really proving it. I mean, even if they didn't win against Spirit yesterday, but Delay also, I think, showing like a really high quality game. So we're looking forward to seeing more out of them in the future as well. But here we go, we're back.
Okay.
And it's just pistols on the CT side.
Yeah, like we said, the money was busted. So Xerxan reading that well. He's got the MAC-10 looking to farm that cash. Couple of smokes deployed again. Sell the illusion of outside presence. Sow the seeds of doubt into the minds of the CTs.
My opinion, this is why Nuke is still the goated map.
Yeah.
For the kind of mind games that are happening in the yard. It's just fun to watch.
Yeah, where the conditioning really comes into play. You're throwing those outside smokes every time, picking vision. Sometimes... Okay, hold on. Let's get back to that thought. The USP gets the opener.
It is just a MAC-10 surrendered, but whoa, oh my God!
You were saying?
Yeah, I'll take it all back. It's no longer just the MAC-10. Torshi in a little bit of trouble. He's got the sidearm out. Selix is trying to claw his way back in here. We'll find Max on top of the hut. Still about 45 seconds, but this is very awkward.
This was the gimme round.
It was.
3 USPs and 2 Deagles with no Kevlar. And you've lost the first 2 kills to USPs. Okay, well, round's not necessarily over, but not looking for necessarily over, but not looking to... We're going down towards lower. What's he up to? That's Torji.
The health, though.
He's got the bomb, so he's going to... Zelek's going to try and hold off rotation to show a bit of presence here, I'm guessing.
Okay, I do like that. And 9C are kind of moving around a lot. 15 seconds.
Okay.
I think 9C, they're on the high ground hoping that it's an A plant and then they can rush out in the last second, but it's not.
Advantage Mouse now. Unless some ridiculous 1Ds come through. Told you have to do most of the heavy lifting here, considering the HP situation. Yeah. Smoke available. Deployed towards Windy. I mean, you give it a look, but ideally, you're going to be saving this AK, Anders.
Yeah, you're right about that, especially now that Torshi's got that kill on the Wasso Peak. You don't have the kit, obviously, so it will just be very tough to get onto the bomb site here. Smoke, unfortunately, making it hard to see Torshi at all, and well, that goes right by him. Selix waiting behind the door, gonna bust it open, see that no one's defusing. It's a great shot, and Mayan spinning around for it. That's actually really cool.
He survived, I think so.
The shockwave is caught up to him.
I mean, good effort. The money's still absolutely fine. Would have been nice to save that AK, I suppose, but not a big deal. You've weakened the finances for Mouse, which could have been an absolute disaster. USPs prevail.
You know,
it's a little bit disjointed. I'm not sure what's going on here. I guess the idea was to just send Xerxan out with the MAC-10 to explore. Ideally, the hub player is ready for that swing, but it's just a bit unfortunate. They still win the round. It's all fine. Hey, you did get owned.
You gotta get, that's true. Not telling any lies there. Yeah, you're right though. They may get through the round. It's still kind of early on in the half here, so we're not too worried about it. 4-3, but 9C, they've been slowed down a bit. Money was a problem for them at one stage. Now they're kind of back with the rifles. Let's see what they could do. More smokes outside. 3 of them committed to try and sell the idea that someone could be there, but there isn't anyone in the yard.
You can see them popping those smokes open. That's what we were talking about before. Different variation of the smokes this time. Diagonal and the main smokes, and we're going in towards upper once again. Wasso Peak was played full. Can he get the opening kill? Absolutely not. Lukov will have to go huge. Only good for 1. DGT scrambling away. This is a heavy commitment from Mayan. Ambitious maneuver. I'm not sure that was the play. Round felt like it was already done.
I think at that stage, I would agree. Probably not going to be worth it. Selix, though, it's a really beautiful triple opening for him individually. Super strong. A classic executes, you might say.
Yeah, well, like we said, outside wall of smokes, you hear them popping them open multiple times of HEs, that's your cue to go.
Yeah.
They've bidden down on the bait. So you know at least, like, you heard 2 HEs going off.
Yeah.
It was only 1 player, but that suggests there were 2. And then that's when you go for your pouncing towards Zappa, knowing that they're reacting to the outside smoke. So yeah, really nice play from Mouz. Great entries, as you might expect. Great flashbangs as well. You saw how devastating those were to the few players that were an up.
I'm always really blown away by some of the really good A anchors in the world at how good they are dodging the flashbangs there on the floor of A. Like, it's so hard. There are so many grenades coming through, but yeah, sometimes people just kind of duck and dive around them. But yeah, Selix, he couldn't be stopped. 3 kills to win the round then and there. Ties up the game, makes it a 4-4 scoreline.
Yeah, and it was 4-0 in favor of 9Z.
That is true.
Eco, but they are USP specialists. So
They brought a lot of smokes.
they have. They're going to try and treat this like a gun round, I suppose, or try and run down the clock. They've got some Kevlar to work with. We know they can hit some deagle shots. No denying that. Well, we already have got 1 player down towards Secret. That's going to be Zelek, so it will be a lower split here from the ramp. The tightest choke point on the map, Anders, so going here is a high-risk maneuver. Your flashbang better be spot on.
They might be suspicious that Max is this far forward.
Pacing's not great either.
No, it's not. Are they going to check the corner? Oh, here comes the second 5-7. Nice spray through the smoke, though, for PR, but you're absolutely right, though. You could see how the disaster was almost unfolding right in front of our eyes.
Seems like they've steadied the ship.
Wonder if they'd have been a little bit slower, if 9C would have wanted to try and boost somebody up there. That boost typically good for at least 1 round. Luchov playing very, very close. Deagle, unlikely you can get a multi-kill from this one. Not really enough damage on that. Torshi gets to live. And Wasso Peak hanging around the Deagle here, so the attempted ramp hold with some extra utility or whatever else, it wasn't really working out for them. That's going to be 5 in a row for Mouz now. Wasso Peak, they're taking their sweet time with the bomb on the other side. They're still hanging out. They're actually going to go upper instead now. I guess you can't blame them, Mouz. They need some early success with this team. You know, putting it together like this, you want some of the early victories. You're going to be playing the winner of... What was the last game?
I was going to say, you haven't got that in the
I've set myself up completely.
You were hoping I could jump in there. Let's have a look quickly. Inner circle.
There we go. Okay.
Loser will go on to play Vitality. So...
yeah. Straight from the fire. ... It's Spinks to get the last one. Not the most enthusiastic let's go I've ever heard.
I feel like they just know this is done. Like, you were down 4-0 by virtue of losing the pistol, but these rounds following have been very convincing. Spinks is still hitting incredibly hard. The calls seem to be good. Sure, we had 1 round which almost fell awry with the USP situation, but they still won the round. Everything's just going too swimmingly. Like, the conditioning with the smokes sitting outside, the same 3 smokes being deployed each and every time, and then it seems like the Urshan just can cool wherever he wants and they'll find their headshots. So there's the smokes. They use the cross smoke as well to deny any sort of intel who gets to red. And we're going towards ramp. So you can see the system in play here.
Oh yeah. They're calling a really great T side. I'm impressed.
It's nice and punchy as well. They're not wasting too much time. Drop those smokes, make a group call, and hit your headshots. It's nice to see.
Nuke is one of the few maps where you can almost get into like a 5-on-5 full-on save situation if the bomb is planted quick enough. It's not going to be a 5-on-5. It'll be PR blowing open.
Oh, it's desperate now. He shouldn't be going for this round, really. For that reason.
That's hard to blame them, right?
Of course, it's a miracle.
They really do.
Just got to point it out, like, as your teammates dropping like flies, you got to be thinking about the save, but...
I'll be honest, Henry, if you and I are losing a Counter-Strike game and I say, come on, Henry, let's win, and you say, oh, let's go. There's a part of me that's like, come on, like,
well, they've lost the AWP as well, Anders.
At least pretend.
Well, there's no pretending here. Mouz are looking rock solid once more. 4-0 down, 6-4 up. Yeah, I feel like this is 2-0 all day long. Hate to be the bearer of bad news, but they're just being outclassed in almost every facet of the game right now, mainly the individual skill. Nothing too complex, nothing too flashy from Mouz. Same smokes or variations of them every round, and then something quick once you know they've bitten down. And then you can also always use the smokes as well. That's the variation. Then you can just go and use 4 players outside of the smokes and
Yeah, they're
rinse and
doing,
repeat.
they're doing everything. Like they're dictating the entire pace of the game. Another variation with Celix pushing through their own wall to catch someone who might have been throwing a grenade to blow it open.
Yeah.
DGT back here, he's way in the open. They are battling them everywhere. Well, so Peek's a cool idea, but it might have been too late because his teammates are mostly dead and the rest have pistols.
He's got an opponent in T-Spawn. Is he waiting for this specific push? Yeah, Spinks, that's wild. What a position that is.
He actually is. What a super nerd.
You're seriously holding that deep in T-Spawn.
How mad are you going to be?
How badly do you want to win?
If you're Wasso Peak and you try to exit to save like the MP9 for round number 12 and you die here, you're
This
like, come on.
is the absolute tilt if he died for this.
You actually see them as well. Oh,
You gotta make sure you get the kill now.
yeah. He's done some damage. All right, the teammates are going to be called for. They've got their number everywhere. I think you've outlined it well for us. I love it, Henry. Like the whole meta around the yard, but also how they exploit that to either hit ramp or A.
Yeah.
Like right now, Nines, you have no idea what's happening on the other side of that wall ever.
And I don't think it really matters what variation they call right now. They're hitting the shots. 9Z haven't turned up for this series. They had everything they could ask for to kick off this first half, and they've completely capitulated once again.
On the positive side, though, it's really cool to see Mouz play this way. I am disappointed in 9C, but Mouz, some of the best cash team in the world, and now really starting to put Nuke together. It's always been a home map for them, whether it was Sue or Brolan, like as in IGL. They've always been dangerous on it. I'm glad they're keeping up that trend.
Looks
Last
at
round.
his same smokes here, courtesy of Xertion. One to the left, one to the right, one to the top. And then 4 players outside at this time, by the looks of it. So only variation is that third smoke is different than what we saw before.
Yeah.
So where's that landing? Yeah, it's the 4 smoke setup again.
All right, then.
And you can see they're trying to pop them open to no avail.
Yeah. They can't see a thing out there. And this time, Celix is moving differently.
The smokes aren't on top of each other, they're layered, like just behind one another. So if you pop one open, it actually does give you a nice bit of coverage as Zelex will sneak through the said smokes. Oh, massive miss from Mayan.
It's so cool, though, right? Because the smokes are the same, but the play around the smokes is different from Mouz. This time, Celix walking through, gets DGT with his back turned. He's got no idea. They are getting brutalized out there on the battlefield. 45 seconds. Round number 12, of course, here, so no saving or anything else. Max.
Chance here, good angle.
Yeah, there is an opportunity at least, but
So you're up next as well. Okay, Zelex is in towards up. They're going to try and get at the vents, I suppose.
Yeah, you might as well. There is at least a player nearby here in Huts. Mayan walking back out. That is the right move. 20 seconds now down. Smoke is up. He finds PR and the bomb delivered straight to his feet. There might be a way back. 9C, after losing 7 in a row, Henry, they're now back to pick up this last round here. 10 seconds for Spinks. He was a god on the opening map, but this is a lot to ask here. Trying to get the spray down. 6 seconds here, and I think he would have run out of time no matter what. So, 7-5, and maybe a chance, a glimmer of a hope here for 9C.
Can he delay the push? He can do better than that. Dropping Hooksy and Yabi coming back for Stare as well. Big performance from Texi. So close to reducing the deficit here, but 2 of them dropped by Fuzi in the clutch now, who suddenly made it a 1v1 until he knows he can commit.
12, o de 30 tá parecendo que tem 20, o de 40 parece que tem 30, mas é uma parada que, tipo assim, se a gente for ver a expectativa de vida do ser humano, ela mudou, né? Ela aumentou muito. Antes o cara...
Nos últimos anos mudou bastante, né?
Mudou, não é? Tipo assim, antes você tinha uma expectativa de vida de 40 anos, de 30 anos, de 20 anos, de 50 anos. Hoje a nossa expectativa de vida aumentou. Então, será que não faz sentido ter rolado essa esticada, né? E o 20 é o novo 12, o 30 é o novo 20. Não é isso? O 40 é o novo 30.
Tem isso.
Tem isso,
40
pô.
não, 30.
Não é?
Inclusive, na época, sei lá, dos nossos pais e tal, você, porra, fez 18 anos, você é um adulto,
É.
agora se vire. Eu hoje
Vai
em dia...
Left. All right, he's picked up the bomb so far. It even gets a reload in. Now he can fake it a lot of times, but he goes straight for it. And actually, PR trying to charge him down. Do you have what it takes here? DGT to save the team. A great clutch for the 1 versus 3. Oh my God.
They needed that desperately. We were speculating all the way to get have impact in that 3 versus 1. He goes with a brute force approach. They maybe overcommit to that, Anders. They had the bomb within their reach. The CTs just had the turtle up, but they challenge a bit too much there. Give him some targets, and he knocks them down. No problem at all. This is the moment. You can see them scrambling there, panicking, realizing he's got an entry into the round at this point. Ice cold there. GGT steals it away. That is massive. Could save the map here. A round he had no business winning whatsoever, and it's straight into the tech pause as well. You can't chat. You have to stew in the rage, knowing there's no world you should give that one up. All of a sudden, it's a game again. And do you force buy? Do you just take it easy, let them tie things up and buy next round? Those are the questions.
I'd be so curious to ask Rugger when we get to the post map here. How much does it matter for the device, the chemistry in the team to win a round like that one? You know you're behind, you haven't really been playing your full game, and suddenly you come up with a 1v3 like that to win a pistol. Like, surely that's going to get them fired up a little bit here. It is a force up for Mouz, though. They are not bowing out easily. They're going to go for the M4. They got a couple of MP9s, and they're set up doubled up here towards this ramp position.
Not wasting any time here is DGT. The champagne hangover of the clutch. He'll be the first one to go down. 5 on 4. Thankfully, the rifle is still on the T side towards that trophy room. So, do they give this one up? Is there a world where Mouz can actually pull this one off, get back to their winning ways right here, right now? Torji, 13 and 8, still the M4 in his hands. Got that opening frag. And a bit of a reset here.
Surely if Mouz win this round, it's the ultimate slap in the face.
Yeah.
It was all for nothing. Good try, but not good enough.
Still plenty of time, plenty of ways to bring this one back in their favor. If they go towards Secret and lower, we already have presence down there in the form of Spinks.
That is true. And I guess they've got Wasso Peak hanging around lobby, so if they go lower, he can stop the rotations. If they wrap around through mini, then obviously he's going to be coming out of the hut to help out.
It's getting tense now. 35 seconds remaining.
Oh, look at the read, though. Look at PR. He's pushing lobby. They know. They are really close to being 4 people on this bomb site. Torshi gets the first one. This defense, I think it might just hold. There's Alex. Another 3 headshots with the pistol. He is a bit of a god right now.
15 and 10 for Zelex. Yeah, absolutely right. Oh, they steal the round away.
He found the 3 deagle shots on the end of Cash, right?
Yes, he did. I think that was too keen from DGT at the start. I know what he's going for. The ramp, he's got the AK, he's feeling himself. But as you can see from the POV of Torchi, that's a freebie of a kill. You've got the advantage, you've got the better angle. Of course, you don't think he's got a rifle there, but that's exactly why he's gone there.
Yeah.
It's a really interesting call. You don't see that very often, a second round M4 on the city side. So just a really smart call from Mouz.
And confident, right? Says something about how much they trust in themselves right now. I do like it. Now, 4 smokes outside. We had this whole discussion, and look at how Exertion's playing it. It's something that we didn't really see.
He's one of the goats outside, to be fair.
He is.
Like, he's really good out there.
9C wishes they would have done something similar in that first half at any point, really. Spinks, they're right down beneath you. They walked out through the smoke. Torshi, though, handling business. And Selix, 16 kills on him. Tied up with Torshi for the minute. It's a dangerous game of whack-a-mole with real moles, Henry.
Real moles. No one wants to see that. And no one wants to see this following round. It has to be the full eco. That was the full investment, believe it or not. They don't get much done. 1 kill found. Looking very comfortable. Once again, nice opening frag from Xertion. Ton of information there, so that's ideally what he's looking for. He gets that 1 kill, confirms it's essentially a fake with 1 player going down there.
Yeah, that's right. That one round almost summarizes everything that 9C kind of wanted to do or wished they could have done in the first half, right? Like finding the information, shutting down all the smokes out there.
So it's a massive couple of HEs to kick things off. Bear in mind, no Kevlar.
Yeah.
Very susceptible to utility damage.
Yeah, one of them was up on the silo. I think DDT's holding up there, and they grenade him early. Kind of frustrating, but you're right. The lack of armor.
And firepower.
And firepower, and rounds, and momentum.
And momentum, especially. And morale. Everything's kind of gone wrong here.
Lack of aura.
Lack of aura, oh, for sure. See whether anything can be done here. Maybe a double kill is available for old Max here. Low HP, though. 1 bullet will take him down. PR will find that killing blow. 2-0, looking locked in. So they will have a buy here, Anders, but we talked about this before. You're averaging $4,200 per player. If you want utility, a couple of your key pieces need to be operating with Galils.
It's not ideal, is it? But it's what they've got. Don't forget to head over to Poly Market as well. You can see that right now things are not looking good for 9C on the prediction markets there. They're down at 5%.
Yeah. I think that feels accurate. Like,
that's pretty rough.
They've got that spot on.
4-round difference. It doesn't sound so bad, but the momentum is solidly with the Mouse side of things. They got the weapons. They got everything else on their side here. Nice dive down. I love that.
Big sound cue though. Okay, don't worry. The sound cue's fine, Anders.
Yeah, he's done it anyway. Okay, but wait a minute. The problem is the bomb.
Now.
Yeah, he's holding this on his own. Another back. It's a long old spray. But it will stop it, and now Max, he's got the bomb in his back. Yeah, so DDT, all that work, but the rest of the team, they can't even join him. And there's Selix with a stab in the back, so to speak.
And we know exactly where DGT is. He already got that kill down towards low up.
He's mentally zoned out. He's done with it. He's had enough.
Yeah, there's no way to win it, unfortunately. You're hoping for a massive blunder at this point with the CTs. Maybe they try and hunt you too early, but this is no world where that happens. Save the AK. Mouse with another convincing round here. Torji this time, the one to shut them down. Xertion rotating in from outside. Zelex confirming the round with the backstab through the trophy room. Trying to pick up that pace, trying to force the issue towards that ramp. Just not working out for them at all. 11-6 is all but confirmed.
Saving the AK. I think he's going to be allowed to do that, so I guess that's something.
Let's have a look at this. You can see, like, again, by his standards, just shooting fish in a barrel.
Yeah.
Just going through the motions there. They know it as well. That wasn't good enough. And for now, they'll save the AK. He'll get no further cash. The rest of his teammates will get $2,900 each.
Yeah.
Which is, as we all know, not great. Kind of have to buy, really. You're not going to be recovering a 12-6 deficit on the T side. I think you have to go all in.
Kind of a long time to be saving.
Yeah.
No one's hunting him. Spending a lot of time near the radiation, Henry. Maybe he's going to get superpowers.
Could happen. I say you have to buy. I suppose you don't have to. If you really feel like you could pull it off 6 in a row, go for that. But I would say it's very unlikely. You're hoping to steal around the way here. You need the miracle now.
I feel like they already had the miracle in the pistol.
Yeah.
How many miracles? What do you want, Henry?
All right, then. So they do force buy. I can confirm. I'm on the server. Galils are out. Saved AK. 2 pistols. We're getting into last couple of rounds, it feels like here. Mouz certainly the favorites coming to this one. We expected 9Z to put up more resistance in this, especially on Cash, their map pick.
Their map pick, but they did play the Kings of Cash, and I guess
Yeah,
that's what happens.
The newly crowned.
Crown themselves.
They did crown themselves before their first official on it.
Oh, look at this. Blowing open 2 smokes at the same time. The coordination is out of this world. A third HE lands. Not quite the flick that Torshi was hoping for, but again, he's still alive.
God, he's looking so desperate now. You got Wasso Peak just trying to find a Deagle headshot from the main roof.
Yep.
Sneaking out of the heart. This was the force buy, bear in mind. They went all in here, and they've got nothing to show for it.
I think Max dies there because he actually can't make it down the stairs because there's a Molotov waiting, so he's forced to wait behind the smoke, and then he's spammed down. So like there are so many things working out in favor of Mouz right now, like even down to small details. But the coordination of blowing open those smokes is kind of cool. Need to see more of that.
Well, won't be seeing much more of 9Z today. Looks like there will not be a third map. They're giving this their best shot, though. A plant would be something. There's no CT presence down towards lower, so the plant looks locked in. You got Molotov and smoke. You can use that for left and right side of ramp if that's how you want to operate. There's the smoke for right side, Molotov for left.
You've called it, Henry.
It's not my first rodeo, unfortunately.
You've
wasted
been
all
here
of my
for a
life doing
long
this.
time.
Yeah.
You and I were in esports purgatory.
Yeah.
We can't leave.
I should have been gone a long time ago, but here we are.
I'm glad
We
you're
keep on
still here.
trucking.
Never leave, Henry. Never leave. It is going to be a very, very tough post-plant, no question about it. 2 versus 5, even if Surgeon is a little bit low on health here. They are starting to amass on the ramp. Good burst down. Wasso Peak, another headshot, making it a little bit more trouble.
We're back.
How did they screw this
We're
one
so
up,
back.
Mouz? What are you doing?
I don't know. I feel like that's still just remarkable performance coming in from 9Z. I guess the job's not done yet. It is now. The miracle is delivered, Anders. The miracle is absolutely delivered. They had no business winning that. Why was there 0 CT presence down towards lowers? I guess you think like, oh, the round's over. We'll retake them, no problem. But a clumsy retake opens up the door of opportunity. And Mouz don't like what they see behind it.
The bizarre world that we're living in, Henry. If you can summon up miracles like that, why are you spending it on Counter-Strike?
I don't know.
I feel like that's a weird... But you did ask for it.
Yeah, what can they do next? Okay, that's actually huge. I can't stress that enough. That's a fumble. That is Mouz taking their...
Oh, yes.
Their eyes off the road for a second there. What is it? It's 5-on-2, Anders.
It is a 5-on-2.
1v1. Sorry, 1-by-1. In they go.
Yeah.
Everyone coming from ramp. I guess there was one from solo door, but how do you give that one up against Galil's as well? Yeah, they know that's a massive blunder, boys. I don't think it has too many ramifications, but holy moly, should not be losing that. It's a frustrating one.
Yeah, it is.
That's a couple of disasters now. Like, sure, this has been a good Mouz showing, but bear in mind, the discipline needs to be addressed. The 1 versus 3 on the pistol round, that you can't take anything for granted. And now a 5 versus 2 as well. Like, sure, you're going to win this. Like, no worries, but you won't get away with these sort of mistakes against the top elite teams.
Man, Surgeon is so close to hitting the timing on that incendiary, but Simeon started off with a flick. He nearly could have blocked that smoke from going down in the wall. Not quite able to. I agree, though. The discipline is super important. If you're playing a better team than 9C in the future, you could get punished so hard for screwing up a 2v5 like that.
This feels like such Counter-Strike 1v1. If you 101, sorry. If you have a 5-on-2 situation,
Yeah.
have one player down towards lower, as the canary down the mine. You know, like, just delay them, get the intel.
Fair request, I think. You're not being unreasonable, PR. Okay. We'll get one there, and what a flash. Setting it up, Max. No chance. Main and DGT. Oh, the timing. Look at him. They're just everywhere in this
It's
yard.
obviously fine in the end, but yeah, these kind of silly rounds and thrown opportunities, that definitely can't happen going forward in the tournament.
It can't, but at the same time, also from the point of view of 9C, right? You've got 2 miracles,
Yeah.
and you're not building anything behind them.
Yes,
This, you want to see the team just explode, and maybe especially the 1v3 in the pistol, which is really cool to see. But that last round, 2v5, like, where's the rallying cry for the team? Where's the point where you finally, like, you get to take on over? It's not happening. It'll be 12-7 instead. Mouz a round away from taking the series.
they are going to take the series. Unfortunately, 9Z will get $2,400 into the next round. DGT just has to save here. They'll go for a set piece, maybe the upper rush. We've seen them try it a couple of times. I think that's all you really can. You do the outside smokes and pop towards upper like we saw from Mouz. Like, options very limited. You're going to have bare bones in terms of firepower and utility. So choose your approach, stick with it. Mouz is the ones taking the tactical timeout. I feel like we're seeing a lot of mistakes and over-aggression and maybe getting a bit cocky out there. Just reeling them in before we get into what should be the final round.
Yeah, because these are fixable mistakes.
Absolutely.
These are conversations you can have.
I don't think this would happen in a different game. They've just been absolutely dominating today. They're feeling themselves, but yeah.
Suffering from success.
A little bit. But like the 5-on-2 is kind of unforgivable. Like, just have one player down now. Like, you had, 40 seconds before they even made their move. You definitely could have had someone just window room, single door, anything. Even ramp would have been fine.
The vibes are not good on the 9C side.
I mean, it's understandable. Not been a great day in the office, even with some miraculous rounds gifted to them.
Double Mac 10, 2 AKs.
Like we said, something thick and fast needs to come in. Something punchy, need to catch him off guard. Last chance saloon here.
Thrown a lot of utility onto the, that squeak door, but also the hut. So they're really trying to sell the idea that maybe it could have been a really fast A play, and then they're going to wrap around outside, even while the smokes are not even landed yet. And as a result, Torshi shoots them through the window, and what for the smoke? No way!
Oh no.
How did he get away with that?
He is farming them right now. Nice shot from Lukov. Surprised he doesn't take more damage for his troubles there, but open is the lower bomb site right now, but rotations are coming through. Here's Spinks. Can he shut this one down? Guarantee the win. One kill would probably do it. He has got a player next to him in the vents, but there's the bomb. Rotations will come through now. Lukov in said vents. I don't think he's detected. He'll probably find Spinks.
Yeah, it seems like it.
Oh, ring around the rosy.
How did they dodge each other?
I don't know.
Max is kind of up on the A-bomb side, but somehow he hasn't found anybody. I think him and Selix walked right past each other. Now he's going to be coming down the vents and finding Spinks.
Okay, 4-on-2 this time. Now we're 3-on-2.
A third miracle, Henry?
They do say good things come in threes.
That's a good point. 30 seconds. This time they are down below, and not just with one player, but 3 of them waiting at the speed bomb site. They really don't want to give up this round. And I mean, with this kill from Torshi, he's surely going to be happening. He's already seen them. Somehow shoots right past both of them, and they get PR in return. Now they're looking to get out onto the site. Smoke there to build a bit of a wall. Only 13 seconds. Can he find the angle through all the HG to stop Max? And that's it. Lukov goes down last 13-7 here, as Mouz will take them down on 2 maps.
A couple of frustrating moments, but generally speaking, Anders, it's a very good showing from Mouz. Just need to tighten things up, pull up their socks a bit, and they could be going very far in this tournament. Indeed, impressive performance and a little bit disappointing from 9Z.
Yes, I would agree with that, Henry. Not the 9Z that we were expecting to come into this series, but a strong performing Mouz. Getting to see their cash on display. They absolutely dominated from start to finish on that one. And here on Nuke, despite maybe a slower start than what they would have wanted, they came back into that game and they took full control of it.
Yeah, like they were by far the better team, like in this matchup. I'm not sure if it was due to respect or whatever it was from 9Z, but Mouz were like stand out like the best throughout the whole series. Like there were moments where 9Cs were compatible, but I don't know, like there was one team on the server and yeah, there was.
One team on the server, one man joining us here on the desk. We got Torshi with us. Mate, what a fantastic game from you guys, finally taking down a 9Z as well, but it is with your full team, right? It's the revenge you needed to have here.
Yes, finally we beat them. I think we lost the last 3 games versus them, maybe, or 4 at least, I don't know. I think they are a really good team, but finally we beat them, and yeah, we are happy about it.
And looking at being happy about it, I'm happy with the Torshi I keep seeing. I was just looking down some of your ratings. We were talking about, I know we spoke about it back at the Bounty, right, that you were having a bit of an underperforming end of a season, but you've come back so solidly right now. Is this maybe where we're going to get the best version of Torshi ever?
Hopefully, yes. I think I'm working towards that. I feel like I'm on a really good path, and also I feel like Cyclone and Session is working towards that as well, to have a team where everybody can shine and use the pieces correctly. And yeah, I feel really comfortable, and also just putting a lot of work into it to, you know, be in shape physically and also in the game. So yeah.
And is that what it is? It's a bit more of that, right? Taking better care of yourself as well when you're going through all these events back to back and stuff like that?
Yes, and also mentally. Like,
Okay.
it was a tough last year, I would say. The season was not the best for me individually and also for the team.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was a little bit rough mentally, you know, just not playing too good and having not the best results. And it hit me. So yeah, I had a lot of work with my sports psychologist, which I really appreciate. I think he did a great job. He's doing a great job, and he's helping me a lot. So, yeah.
Can you give me some insight on just how difficult it is to take yourself out of that when you're kind of stuck and you can't move forward, and just the steps you've taken?
Yeah, I mean, it depends where you are in the moment, but when you are in this rabbit hole, you know, like not everything is not working and you lose motivation, you don't want to play, or you just flood your brain with useless things like scrolling and playing different games just to hit your dopamine or whatever is it, and you need to realize that it's not doing good, and like you need to try to look for that motivation, you know, or just that you are better than that. And yeah, I had difficult moments, but I'm happy I'm back, and yeah.
You've come through it, man. I can definitely see it. What is your motivation, though, as you're talking about that? Where's the motivated Torzy right now?
Motivation is definitely to win trophies. It was amazing feeling after like 1.5 years lifting the Blast trophy in Malta, but we also would like to lift some big trophies in front of some crowds. So yeah, looking for the major, of course, and yeah, just being happy, also big motivation, and enjoying myself.
Porto, then, you're saying, right? Porto could be the big trophy in front of a crowd.
I'm a Porto as well, yes.
You just skipped, bro. You went all the way to Singapore already. We got a few more months to go. Raga.
Like, talk to me a little bit about like the Torzy that gets the two newest additions into the team. What does that mean for you? Because looking back at your games, from what I remember, you're a lot of the utility guy previously. Now I see PR throwing smokes, Exertion throwing smokes. Like, what does that freedom mean for you?
Yeah, it means more responsibility for me. As I said, the Cyclone and Sertion are building a system where we can shine, and I think they are utilizing me and to go for the frags, because I really like to go for the openings and for the trades, and I also feel like I'm pretty good at it. So they are trying to get the best out of everybody. Of course, it comes with more responsibility, like leading sometimes, and also more communication and things like this. And also, as you said, adding the two new guys, it comes for more responsibility. Spinks is the oldest, but the second oldest, the longest standing in the team. I need to show some path to them, you know, like about professionalism and work ethic and things like this. So
what does the Torzy in 2026 likes the most about the AWP role? Is it like, because when I look back, as I said, with the util, that also mean a lot of times you're in the clutches. Now I see you get a lot of like entry kills and have a lot of impact in the mid rounds. Like, what does 2026 Torzy tells himself, this is what I'm really fucking good at? Yeah,
I think my favorite is when in the mid rounds, if it's a 4-on-4 or 3-on-4, and I can turn back the rounds and make that impact kills. I think it's one of the best, and I think it's also high impact. Of course, I also really like to be in clutches, but I think we have really good players for that. But yeah, I like to make the difference in the mid round, I would say.
Okay, last question. It goes to Cash. Like, you're one of the few guys with the chest ups talking about Cash openly. Like, what does Cash mean for you as a team while losing Overpass? Because I played you guys on Overpass, you're really good at it. Losing that in your map pool, you obviously need some other map to like all of a sudden stand out. Like, what does Cash mean for you in that whole piece?
Yeah. As we talked about, we have some young guys, so Cash was a little bit a weird map because they didn't play it in CSGO.
Yeah.
But I think we adapted really good. We had a lot of practice on it, and it looked pretty good. We didn't know where we at because we didn't play official, but it looked really good this game, so we were happy about it. But of course, I think other teams can also be better on it, but we will see. And yeah, about the map pool, like Overpass going out, I think we were always unlucky with the map pool changing, because a year ago when they switched train, we were one of the best train teams with Vitality. We even beat Vitality like 2 or 3 times, and they replaced train. Now we were like 10-1 in Overpass. We were one of the best Overpass team. They remove it, so
And before that, Vertigo as well, no?
Yeah, we are. I don't know. Maybe Valve just doesn't like us.
They're like, okay, how do we make sure Mouz can't get trophies? Let's just keep taking maps away from them. What you were talking about, Cash,